do everything together, FaceTime every day, been together for 8 years, go on vacations and trips together, but I'm not happy. Here's something that's really scary that can happen in relationships. I think there are two huge things that people value. Individually, they're necessary, but only together are they sufficient to have a good romantic relationship. Oh my God, this is a big one. Ooh, that's a really hard one. What do you think, Melly Mel? Given Op's response, which is financial abuse, I have to wonder if it's not in Mrs. Op's interest to pay off his student loans. Holy shit, lay epic Redditors. Oh my God. My best friend wants to tell my husband that I cheated on him 6 years ago. Damn. Hold on, all right, here's a good one. Am I the asshole for leaving a couple's trip in the middle of the night and ruining the vibe? Last weekend was my 26th male birthday. Me and my girlfriend of 2 years, Kenzie, had plans to get dinner. She came to pick me up from work and her car was packed. My best friend / his wife were in the back seat. To my surprise, she planned a whole weekend away to my favorite lake, rented a sick house on the water, and invited all of our friends. Her sister and husband, my friend, their significant other, and a few of Kenzie's friends all arrived on Thursday night. It was awesome, and I was stoked for the weekend. We met through my best childhood friend, Grace. Grace and Kenzie were college friends. I never thought I had a chance. Kenzie is beautiful, and while I'm not ugly, I've always felt like we weren't in the same league. I have no idea how I got her, and I still don't. Thursday night went well. Friday we swam and hung out at the house most of the day. We started drinking and playing games at night. Kenzie's sister broke out this couples game. Basically, you pick one person in the relationship that fits the description, or it has a prompt to engage in debates between couples. Kenzie was pretty drunk by now because she's a lightweight and was drinking most of the night. It was fun till the question of what originally attracted you to your significant other. Kenzie blurted out, he was safe and I knew he wouldn't cheat or leave me. What a fucking autistic fucking dumb bitch. Sorry. My girlfriend and I, 23 and 24-year-old, male and female, do everything together, FaceTime every day, been together for 8 years, go on vacations and trips together, but I'm not happy. I get emotional every time I think of writing this, but here it goes. My girlfriend and I have been together for 8 years. We started dating when we were 15 and 16 years old. We grew up together. We've been there for each other through everything. We also do everything together. Our families are really close. We go on vacations, trips, to each other's houses, out to eat, etc. all the time. However, I don't think she is the one I want to be with. Neither of us have cheated or done anything to hurt the relationship, and she will do anything for me and my family and vice versa. However, I feel like we are more friends than lovers, and I know everyone says like, well, your GF or BF should be your best friend, but it's different. It feels like a friendship, not a relationship. The only thing we really do that resembles us dating is we kiss and we go to places together. We don't really have anything in common. I'm always the one having to start and carry the conversations. I'm always the one making plans, buying dinner. I'm always the one complimenting her, trying to make moves on her, etc. I don't remember the last time she came on to me. However, we have never talked about breaking up. She still thinks everything is okay and that we're going to get married because we have atlases about it, and that's literally all she wants. Speaking of marriage, we are at the age where all of our high school friends are getting engaged, getting married, starting families, etc. And I know it hurts her because all she really wants, and that's what because that's all she wants and that's what she deserves. I want her to be with a man who wants to marry her and treat her like she should be treated. It's not fair for her, but I don't know how to talk about it. How do we even start this conversation? Hey, I know we've been dating for 8 years. Nothing has gone wrong, but I'm not happy. I could never say that. I'm scared to hurt her feelings. I feel trapped because we're so far into everything. And at every family function now, it seems like all we talk about is marriage, and I try to avoid it, but I can't. I love her, but I'm not in love with her, and please no hate. Wow.
I think this is common. I think this happens to everyone.
What do you think you should do?
I feel like wait, she's doing something? I think this is pretty common.
What do you think he should do?
Probably... He should probably let it go. Cause like, dude...
Let it go? Like break up? Or let it go like just suck it up and marry her?
Break up. And I think that's fine.
They've been together
Cause this is like the first love. And like you become friends after a while. And like... I mean, it's like a... safe option.
Wow.
but like I think it's, yeah, it's like I feel like this is everyone's first love. It's gonna last for years and years and years, and it's kind of like a childish thing, and then you grow up and then you go separate ways, and that's it. I think that's pretty normal. I think that's...
Wow.
This happens. I feel like this has happened to me too. Like,
Wow.
it's the way it is.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, you should break up. I'm not gonna lie. Something that's really, really scary, and it should be scary for all of you under 25ers. People that haven't had 1 or 2 serious relationships yet are very scary to fuck with because you don't know what they want and they don't know what they want. They have no perspective. So somebody like me who's elite and superior because I'm in my 30s and I've had multiple long-term relationships, I have a pretty good idea of like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and I can see the things that in you that I like or see the things you don't like, and I can figure out like pretty quickly like if I want to have a relationship with you or not. But for younger people like Melina, these people are children. They have no fucking idea what they want. They don't know what they like. It might change in a year or two. They might realize they don't like you or something different might happen.
Are you saying that you're a retard?
No, I'm saying you're the retard. I'm the retard handler. Okay.
What the fuck?
So yeah, I guess when you're young, you're like people can be really unpredictable. Like anything can happen. But like the thing that I always say is that like if you could like was it Buddha or somebody said that like the best time to plant a tree was 100 years ago and the second best time is now. You can wait a year and then a year later, it'll just be another year you've sunk in and you'll be miserable, or you can make the change now and then a year later, you'll probably be happier for it. So yeah, you should probably do this sooner rather than just going on with it and being fucked. Because I mean, these guys are still pretty young, 23 and 24, and you've got like one huge relationship under your belt. That's cool. Find another relationship, see how it goes from there. But yeah. Oh, was that Gandhi? Sorry.
This is pretty common, I think, for anyone that's had like a relationship pretty early.
Here's something that really scary that can happen in relationships. I think there are 2 huge things that people value. Both of these are necessary, but on their own, not like individually they're necessary, but only together are they sufficient to have a good romantic relationship. There's 2 huge feelings you need. One is a romantic feeling. Like you have to feel like you love the person in a romantic way. And the other one is a feeling of safety. And I think one big issue that can happen with especially early relationships is the romantic feeling can dissipate completely, but you don't ever really want to break up because it's super safe. And when 2 people stay in that world for a long time, what I think can usually happen is the relationship will end because both of these people are going to be in searching mode if they're safe, and whoever finds the new partner first is going to be the one to jump out and fuck the other person over because now they're losing their safety and they don't have a new person to bounce into. But yeah, I think that relationship sounds like a good friendship, that they started a relationship really early. They probably lost their romantic feelings, but they feel kind of safe and comfortable with each other. But that's probably not enough because it doesn't sound like the guy is having like that big intense emotional reaction. And I don't know if you can like fabricate that or create that, 8 years into a relationship if it's gone.
I think you just have to have the conversation.
Oh my God, this is a big one. Ready? He is probably over it, but he needs to learn to face it as well. So, I guess he can talk to her. I mean, you don't have to do any of that. I mean, you should talk to her, I guess, but like she's probably going to argue, or maybe not, or who knows. I mean, do people actually feel that romantic connection after 6 years? It's probably possible. I still feel like half of mine with Mel. It's been like 3 or 4 years, so. My wife.
When is my birthday?
August 17th, 1998. Yeah.
Good job. What is my full name?
Yeah, I know your full name, babe.
What is my full
I know
name?
that middle name is Chatarina-Emmy. Hell yeah, that mommy name.
It's my mom's name, and she spells it with an CH.
CH. Oh.
She changed it. She's so stupid. She changed it when she was younger.
She's hot. She's got that basic.
From C to CH because she thought it would look cool.
She deserves some explanation, though. 8 years and gone without explanation is disgusting. You don't deserve shit from other people like that. I disagree. If he wants to be nice, he should give her an explanation. And it's probably like the quote-unquote right thing to do. But don't ever get in your head that you deserve anything from another person. There are very few limited exceptions where you deserve something from another person. If there's a contract in place, like a marriage, I would argue you probably deserve some stuff. Child parent, you probably deserve some stuff. But a relationship, But maybe I'm an asshole there, in my view of it.
So now my name is Chatterina.
Am I the
My
asshole?
middle name.
Okay, here we go. My wife is
Okay.
a stay-at-home mom for our 2 kids, and I work full-time as the sole income provider for the family. I'm slowly working on paying back my student loans. My wife recently received a relatively large inheritance, about 5 times the amount of my student loans. A month after everything regarding the inheritance was settled, I talked with my wife about using the inheritance to pay off my loans. She refused to give me any of the money and said the inheritance belongs only to her. I told her that yes, legally that's true, but we are a family, we should share our resources to make our burdens easier. She disagreed and said my student loans predate our marriage and are my sole responsibility. I felt like she was being unfair to our relationship and to us as a family, so the next day I told her that she was not going to help me pay off my student loans. Now that she has money, I will not be paying for any expenses that is solely hers, like clothes, eating out, flights, makeup, spas, new phone, etc. Instead, I'll be putting that money towards my loans to pay them back faster. She accused me of being controlling with money and abusing my position as the income earner, but I don't see why I should be responsible for that when she has her own money now. Ooh, that's a really hard one. What do you think, Melly Mel?
Good question. This is
I think in a traditional sense, she should be willing to pay off his student loans, because if they're traditionally married as a family, their income is like joint, their assets are joint, like they're one unit working as a family. It's really weird that they wouldn't combine their finances and spend their money for the benefit of both of them. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Yeah. So
because she's not sharing it, or she doesn't want to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Damn, these dog shit
That
Redditors.
just sounds like a
Everyone sucks here. Yeah, it'd be sensible for her to use that money to help you with your loans, to generally put your family in a better financial position. Yes, it's abusing your position as income earner to deny her money for herself. Unless you're paying her a salary for watching the children, then she is enabling you to make your salary and is entitled to money too. She's getting free rent. What do you mean? She's getting all of her shit paid for. She's a stay-at-home mom. What the fuck do you think the agreement is? Given Op's response, which is financial abuse, I have to wonder if it's not in Mrs. Op's interest to pay off his student loans. Holy shit, fucking lay epic Redditors. Oh my God. Jesus, you Reddit people with your financial abuse soapboxing. He's not abusing her. The described actions don't meet the above criteria. He's not preventing her from working or accessing resources. Having a nest egg that you don't want to touch because he could pay isn't abuse. He also isn't withholding life necessary things. Also, with her and her children, first of all, they're his children too. Second, he's providing for her and them. He is not threatened to withhold food, housing, electricity, but he is specifying that his earnings are going to be used for joint things. Makeup, spas, flights most certainly don't meet necessary to live. Using fund money for loan repayment isn't financial abuse, for fuck's sake. There are a lot of possibilities where you could cross the line into being abusive, but that isn't described here. And again, she has money, and from the sounds of it, she has a decent chunk. We have only his perspective of this abuse card being thrown around is getting ridiculous. Based. And inheritance isn't fun money. I kept mine separate, and it paid for my divorce. Damn! Jesus Christ. If you truly see marriage as like this joint enterprise, I like, it would depend on how the marriage is. I think we've talked about this, Mel, where I said that like I would help you pay off like if you owe like a lot in taxes or something, because we're kind of married,
I don't know.
right?
I don't know about that, do I?
What do you mean?
What if you don't? No, you. I think you would help me out.
Do you think I wouldn't?
Yeah, I don't know. I here's the thing. I think you would, but I would never ever assume that.
Sure, but how long have you lived with me without paying any rent? Mel? Why would you assume I wouldn't pay this for you? How long have you lived?
We can move to Sweden, okay? We have an apartment in Sweden that's way cheaper.
You can move to Sweden if you want. No one's keeping it.
Do you want to do long distance relationship?
Before moving to Sweden, I would. Yeah. We could visit each other twice a year. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, stop.
Hey, I'm only here because you're not moving to Sweden, even though you know that life is going to be way higher quality if we move. Because you've said that a million times, especially recently.
Nope.
On your stream.
I think it'd be really weird if you're working your ass off for your family and you're paying off student loans, and the reason why you got student loans is so that you can make more money for your family, and then your wife gets a big ass inheritance and she doesn't help with anything. I feel like I'd feel fucked there.
Yeah.
The only legitimate argument the wife
right?
could make is maybe if she put it in like a joint savings account for the family and said she'd rather that than paying off his loans. But like, otherwise it feels a little bit weird. I would already consider this wife to have one foot out the door if it was like that. That's what I would consider.
That's what I'm thinking. It doesn't sound like she's actually with him for him. It sounds like she's with him for the money and that she just wants to have kids and not work.
I don't know if I'd say that much, but at the very least, it sounds like she's ready to leave.
Yeah.
Because like let's reverse the roles here and say the husband got an inheritance for $250,000. I bet you this wife would want part of that money. Like, oh, we should spend it on a new house or spend it on things for us. I guarantee you the wife would want a hand in that.
I feel like if you are married, you're kind of committed to do something together when it comes to money.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially
like
if you're married with
working on
children.
something
Like now
together.
you're like super bought in. Yeah.
So you have to think about you see yourself as like one person.
Yeah. I could also understand too, like let's say that he owed $50,000 in student loans and she got like an inheritance from her grandfather for like $10,000. I could understand her being like, well, I don't want to give you every single dollar here to pay off. But if she got literally 5 times his whole student loans in an inheritance, that just seems really weird. I bet all the rest are calling him an asshole. No way. Load more comments.
Really?
Well, the first one said everybody was shitty, which seems everyone sucks here. Y'all are headed for divorce at this rate.
No.
Ultimately, it's her money and Op isn't entitled to it. Imagine if OP was like, oh, well, this is the money that I earn at work. She isn't entitled to shit. Pay rent. Get a job. But one would think if they had a happy, healthy, loving marriage that she would want to help out her husband by paying off the loan. They're both being assholes. That's true. The wife is the asshole. Imagine having a marriage in which basically everything is working fairly well. Yes, she's a stay-at-home mom, but she's getting the luxuries that do come with that to a degree. My wife has been stay-at-home mom for 2 kids, and her exact mentality is that yes, it's a 24-hour day job. Being a mom never stops. However, she has periods of the day where she might be able to relax for 1 to 2 hours. She still gets to go out with her friends and family whenever she wants. She can go shopping the whole day if she wants. Then when I come home, we look after the kids as a team. That's why I don't understand why she would hoard that money that would allow her husband and her more financial freedom and lift a great weight off his shoulders. Let's say student debt is $50K. If you can't spare $50K out of your $250K inheritance to make the family unit stronger, then you are a straight up asshole. True. Mm-hmm. Would anything change if they didn't have kids? I mean, if you don't have kids, I think things are a bit different, but my views on marriage and all that are going to be a little bit weird. Like if I inherited like $10 million, I don't know if I'm giving Melina $5 million of that. But if we had children, I think it changes a little bit. Well, because now we have some connection to each other for forever. Well, until the kid dies. Not the asshole, and I say that as a stay-at-home mom, you can't have it both ways. True. Everyone sucks here. Oh, I got that guy. You say your wife is a stay-at-home mom. Are you paying her for what would be your half of the cost of childcare if she were working? If not, then you paying for her personal items, is that compensation? Wait, bro, she's getting free rent and free food. And free, like, probably everything else. Everything that she buys is with his income. What the fuck are you talking about? Info, is she also paying for half the kid's board, food, and utilities, her board, food, and utilities, half of her kid's expenses? If you want him to pay her an actual wage / half the childcare, you can't forget her having to pay her half of the expense. True. I think you might be underestimating the cost of childcare these days. Oh my God. I know a lot of couples where one spouse stays home because if they work, their entire salary would essentially be just enough to cover childcare. Just childcare. Jesus.
What?
Just these Redditors.
Can't blame them. They're not in a relationship.
Why can't this just be her nest egg? Bro, you're married. Why would you have one? Can you imagine you're in retirement and one person lives like in this fucking luxury condo and the other person is like fucking like broke? And it's like, well, we should have saved for a retirement, husband. Jesus.
Wait, how common is housewives? Like how? I don't think I know a single person from Sweden that was a housewife. I feel like that's not very common at all. How common is that in Sweden or in
It used to be pretty common, but I'm not sure now.
Because I feel like I hear this so much. And
Well,
it's
now
just so insane.
both people typically work, so it's harder
Yeah.
now.
It feels like that has to be more common. But I hear so many women wants to become housewives. Why? Doesn't
'Cause
that
you don't
sound
have to
like
work,
the most
it's
unsafe
based.
shit? Yeah, I know, but like, dude, what happens when they dump your ass?
You
What
get
do you do
alimony.
then? What do you do? Like, find the next one? Then you're old and ugly. You're viewed as faded. Like, what do you do? Like, it just can't be safe to do that.
Alimony, babe.
What if you never got married?
Wait, then it's different. Then you're not married. You wouldn't get alimony.
Yeah, but like, imagine the ones that's not married and they're housewives and they're not married. I feel like this is a thing too.
That'd be pretty dumb.
It's just so stupid.
Okay, ready? Big one.
No, some people call themselves housewives without being married, okay? Do you say I'm like a housewife? I don't do anything. Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't have
Dude,
kids, okay,
I
to be a
know, I
housewife,
know.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying to be a housewife, you have to have kids. You can't. It's not even being married. Married doesn't matter. You have to have kids.
Some people say this. I've had.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've even had men be house husbands.
Yeah, you can't do that if you don't have a kid.
There's no kid involved, and they call themselves that.
Cringe.
And I don't understand. It's just like. That's like actually the dream though for a dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Imagine finding a house.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get banned from YouTube so I can be a house husband. You don't have to have kids to be a housewife? Guys, yes you do. What are you fucking taking care of if you don't have fucking kids? You're just gonna sit at home all day and what? Watch TV? The whole point of being a house ex is because you're watching the fucking kids. If we don't have kids, then you get your ass out and fucking work. You can't be a housewife. That's just called being unemployed. That's called being a fucking bum, okay?
True. Isn't that the most horrible life? I feel like it must be the most...
Not if you're playing League of Legends all day.
There's no way. Yeah, I guess if you play video games, you're distracting your depression or something. But like, it can't be... It must be absolutely fucking horrible. I would feel useless and worthless.
True.
It would just be so bad.
Boyfriend won't stop telling me I have body odor. I've been with my boyfriend for over a year and everything has been great except for one thing. Every single day, at least once, he will tell me that I stink and smell of BO. When we met, I showered every day, applied regular deodorant in the morning, brushed my teeth 3 times a day. Now I'm so paranoid about smelling bad that I shower at least twice a day. I apply new industrial strength deodorant every few hours. Perfume, and I brush my teeth anytime I eat or drink something that isn't water. I wonder what the ages are. I feel like I'm going crazy. I didn't think I smelled bad in the beginning. I don't think I smell bad now, but I obviously smell bad to him, right? I'm that weirdo that keeps smelling her own armpits. I've been going to the doctor and he said there's something medically wrong. And it's honestly gotten to the point where I literally shove my armpit in friends and family's faces asking if I smell bad. And they all say I don't smell like BO at all. One friend even said I smelled too clean like a Lush store. I'm getting so paranoid. He won't cuddle or anything when he says I smell. I really don't know what more I can do. Update. So unexpected edit. I waited for him to make a comment this morning so I could talk to him. It was less than an hour after waking up that he said, "God, you stink." I had already showered and put on deodorant. I snapped and asked what exactly was he smelling because at this point I am one of the cleanest people on the planet. And if I still smell bad to him, we should just break up. He got panicked and upset. I eventually got out of him that this is what his father always said to his mother. Apparently his father told him that it was a surefire technique to have a woman never leave you because she will feel too low to cheat, will only love you, and will always be clean. Wait, is your mic muted? I didn't hear any of that. I just heard that in the background.
Oh, sorry.
What a Giga Chad move.
What the fuck? You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. So that was it.
This feels fake, but I don't know. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that she is essentially a sex worker? I, 21 male, have this one friend, 22 female, who's very attractive and is in a relationship with a slightly older dude. The man is very wealthy, but not physically attractive at all. Like, my friend is way out of his league. From what I know about this man, he pays for everything for her. He got her a new car, pays her rent, pays for her clothes, her hair, her everything. At first, I thought she was just in a relationship with a rich dude, but our friend group was talking about a relationship yesterday. She mentioned offhanded that she doesn't really find him attractive, but does not enjoy sex with him, and only does it out of obligation. With this information, it clicked. She's a sugar baby. I said this, others agreed, and she was not happy about this. She said that being a sugar baby is essentially prostitution, and that's not what she's doing. I told her that it kind of was. I asked her to look at the facts. She's with him for money. She doesn't like him. He buys her everything she wants. His sex is an obligation. I said that was pretty much prostitution. She got even madder. She told me I was being a dick and I needed to shut my mouth. We argued for a bit before getting broken up. Later, the girls in my friend group said I was out of line, and I shouldn't have said what I said. I mean, it's kind of sort of a dick thing to say, but like, I mean, she's a sugar baby. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, you're the asshole, but you're not wrong. True.
Did she ask for his opinion? Is the question.
Who cares?
Do you really think you should have said it?
If I had a friend that was fucking delusional, yeah, I would say something. Like when you had your one friend over here and she was talking about how like, oh, yeah, like even though I'm a nurse, I think I would want a husband that just takes care of me and I don't want to work at all, blah, 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 blah. You were trying to insult bait me. Yeah. Jesus,
this
I almost
happened in real life.
Lost my fucking mind.
That was fun. I wanted you to go at her. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, she was fucking oof. Okay. Yeah, I know because you baited me to come out of the fucking bedroom and talk to her.
I did. I was like, come here, Steve. Hey, friend, do you want to tell my husband
Stop.
what you
Okay.
do for a living?
Jesus. Okay. Okay, here we go. Big one. Ready? I, 25-year-old female, asked my 30-year-old boyfriend to open up our relationship, and now I'm seriously regretting it. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I read a lot
That's never a good idea.
I read a lot about polyamory, that's us, and open relationships and whatnot on Reddit, and did some research on other sites as well, and it seemed fairly interesting. I talked to my boyfriend of 2 years about it, and eventually we agreed to try it out. The agreement was that we could tell each other about our partners if we wanted to. Looking back, I realized this was a mistake given what I'm about to say below. Within days of opening up the relationship, my boyfriend found a woman to have sex with. This was kind of shocking because I was still just warming up to the idea of sleeping with someone else, and he was able to do it right away. It's been a few months now, and somehow he's been able to sleep with 7 women that he's told me about. Meanwhile, I've only slept with one other guy I met once off Tinder, but I was incredibly disappointed. I felt like he treated me like trash and he ghosted me after we met. He made no effort to make me orgasm and finished fairly quickly and left several minutes after that. This experience was somewhat traumatizing to me, and I haven't slept with anyone but my boyfriend since. When we have sex, it seems like the spark is gone. I don't feel the passion anymore. And while he does want to make an effort to make me enjoy it, it seems like he's doing it because he feels like he has to instead of because he wants to. Even when we're just hanging out, he doesn't seem to enjoy my company as much and he seems bored. His phone keeps blowing up with texts, presumably from the girls he's seeing. And I glanced at his Tinder once and he was checking it and he had over 400 matches. Wait, how do you check real quickly and see over 400 matches? I also found one of the girls' Instagrams that he's been sleeping with, and she was quite attractive, more attractive than me, I feel. I knew he was handsome and in good shape. This is a fake post. I knew he was handsome and in good shape, but didn't realize he had the ability to get interest from so many women so quickly. I always thought of him as a bit quirky, which I liked, but I thought other girls would be turned off by that. I don't know how to feel about this, but I feel like I made a terrible mistake. I don't have it in me to sleep with other guys because my boyfriend, but apparently my boyfriend doesn't mind. It makes me wonder whether he finds me attractive or blah, blah, blah. This is the fakest thing I've ever read in my life.
I think this could be a real situation.
No shot.
Wait, what makes you think this is not like real?
It just hits so many. It hits so many.
I think this is pretty
points.
I think this is pretty likely to happen.
It hits a lot of incel talking points. My best friend wants to tell my husband that I cheated on him 6 years ago. Damn. Ready? My husband and I, 32 and 33. My husband and I have been married for 4 years, together for 9. 6 years ago, he got an offer for his dream job in another city, and I thought he was going to leave me because he was acting suspiciously. I was heartbroken as I loved him so much. I went out drinking with my friend, and a guy started flirting with me, and I flirted back. It wasn't long before we started kissing, ignoring my friend who told me to stop. A few days later, I found out that my husband, boyfriend at the time, got a new job in our city, and he wanted to surprise me. My friend told me that I should tell him, but I refused and begged her not to tell him. 6 years later, my friend told me that she will tell my husband about it if I don't tell him. I asked her, why does she want to do this after all these years, and why does she want to ruin our marriage? She told me that when her boyfriend cheated on her, she realized that she would want someone to tell her if she was in a situation. I cried and got on my knees in front of her to change her mind, but she gave me an ultimatum. I don't know what to do. If I tell him, it would destroy him. He's been cheated on before, and he wouldn't believe it was just kissing. He sacrificed too much to stay with me, and that's how I repay him. He won't trust me again. I think he will divorce me. I've been faithful for 6 years, and I deeply regret that incident. What should I do? How should I tell him?
They only kissed.
It wasn't just a kiss. We made out and we talked for hours. That's what she said afterwards.
And there's no proof.
No proof.
She could just say that the friend is crazy.
Yeah. So this is what you do with the girl's case, okay? Check this out.
Yeah, you're just saying the girl is crazy.
No. You can't do that. So if the girl's dating somebody, okay, what you have to do is you need to go out with the girl. You need to tell the girlfriend, listen, I'm going to tell my husband in a couple of weeks he's coming back from a thing or whatever. I'll tell him then. You need to go out with this girl like 5 fucking times, as much as you fucking can over the next few weekends, okay? You're going to destroy this woman's life, all right? The goal is you want to be out. You want to be taking pictures with friends. You want as many pictures as you can to establish that these are real things that happen. And after a week or two, posting all your shit on social media, blah, 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 you tell your husband, listen, I have some shit that I want to talk to you about. I don't know what I should do, okay? You message your husband, you say, check this out, okay? I was with Samantha and she started making out with all these guys at the bar. I think she's cheating on her boyfriend and it's really fucked up. Do you think I should tell her boyfriend or what? I'm not sure what I want to do. And the husband's like, oh, well, I don't know. Whatever the husband says doesn't fucking matter. At that point, you can say like, hey, you go back the next day or the day after. You say, hey, husband, listen, I talked to Samantha and she started losing her fucking mind. I told her that I saw what happened and that she needs to tell her boyfriend what happened. And that if she doesn't, I'm going to tell the boyfriend. And now she started saying some crazy shit. Now she hates me. I don't know what she's about to do. Like, Jesus Christ. And then you leave it. Then you wait for a week or two until she approaches your husband, probably on her own time. She says, hey, listen, your wife, 6 years ago, I saw her kissing and making out with a guy at a bar. Husband's not going to believe her because he's going to be like, you dumb fucking bitch. You were just cheating on your boyfriend at a bar with other girls. I've seen you guys hang out. I saw the pictures my wife told me. And then boom. Then you cut that friend out of your life forever, gaslight her into the fucking moon, and then never talk to her again. Boom.
True.
Easy.
That's why I said, tell her she's crazy. Or she needs to be showed as crazy.
Exactly. You never deal with that motherfucker again, okay?
Steven, you would actually do this.
Yeah, I would. You better believe it. As soon as that bitch starts running her mouth, the fucking death note is coming out, and we're about to think of some ways to ruin this motherfucker's life. Hell yeah, you better believe we would.
Are we insane? Is this what normal people
Bro,
do?
6 years ago? That's some wild shit.
That's
Why would you
really
even do
stupid.
this? Like, if the relationship is fine. Now, like, if she had a pattern of cheating or she was doing it more or whatever, then sure. But fuck that shit. Fuck
Wait, what a cunt. Why would she put her nose into someone else's relationship?
True.
Just because she's selfish, or what an asshole. She is the asshole. here.
True. She is. Now we're gonna read the update though.
absolutely
There's an
is.
update on the post, okay? Here we go.
Oh.
Next day update. Last night I told my husband everything. Big mistake. He sat there and didn't say anything other than okay. He was silent after that, then he went to the bathroom. I heard him crying there for about 10 minutes, pussy. In the 9 years we've been together, I only saw him cry twice. Once when his mother died and the other when his sister died. I wanted to be angry at me, scream and shout at me, but he didn't. He didn't say anything at all. An hour later, he was packing his clothes to leave the house, but I stopped him and told him that I will leave. I'm now at my parents' house thinking about what will happen next. I will leave him alone for a couple of days before I talk to him again. Jesus, who cares? Oh my God, is this real?
Wait.
It probably is real. I can't comment on this. I just super don't give a fuck if my partner cheats on me. I super don't care. I don't even understand it. It's 6 years ago. Who fucking cares? She's with you. They're dating now. They're married. Why would you even give a fuck? I don't know. My brain is just, I can't even process. I'll admit it though. I can't.
I think people just have a really hard time understanding each other, maybe.
I don't know. I just super don't. I super don't get it.
I think people are really easy to judge someone as like being evil or something very, very fast. Because I'm assuming that he would just find her.
No, there's
like
a whole
giving
bunch
you
of
because
weird
she's-
shit that goes into like, well, if they cheated on me, they lied about something, and maybe they'll cheat on me again, and
Or like they would probably just seem like, oh, this person is a psychopath or something like that for doing this thing. But it's like there's usually like some sort of explanation why they did it, even though it's stupid, but it's like a human background that doesn't prove that they don't love them or something like that.
uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh, hold on.
Wait, what?
Somebody's about. No, there's no way she would side with me against this. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Okay.
hello?
Hi.
What do you want?
Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Okay, listen here, kiddo, okay? To someone who's sensitive to cheating, I have a rule with my girlfriends and boyfriends that, like, if you cheat, I won't tell, but if they ask me, I'm gonna tell them. So, like, I don't lie. That's, like, a big thing for me.
Okay.
So, like, if their partner comes to me, is like, yo, are they cheating? I'm like, hell yeah, man, they've been pounding pussy for weeks, bro. Like, I would tell them because, like, I can't
Okay,
lie.
I can understand that, but that's fundamentally different than this situation.
Well, yeah, I feel that, but hold on. Like, there is something for my brain where I would want to know everything about my partner. So, because I have an image of them in my head, and I don't have an image in which, like, they've done this thing that I don't know about. So if I find out, then I'm like, why did you just tell me? I don't get it. Because, like, if they tell you right after, it's not a big deal. I'm like, yeah, I would have made out with them too. Sure, I get it.
So
Like, why hide it
here's
for
the thing.
6 years?
Here's the thing that I don't know about that. So this is a question. You're like the closest to pushing on me saying that I might believe maybe you when you would say I would want to know everything. But I don't even know if
Everything.
I don't even know if you had a partner, if you had a partner and it was the perfect relationship in every way, size, shape, or form. But secretly in their mind, they wanted to fuck 6-week-old puppies. And that was something they jerked off to constantly. But it never came out. They never did it. But they just had that huge fucking fantasy. One day you uncover their puppy porn stash. Is that really something you want to know? like, would you really be like, I do want to know everything? Like, it's really
I want to know it so I can divorce them on the present, like on that.
Yeah, but like, that's what I mean. That's the issue. But if other than that, it would have been a perfect relationship. Now you're ending something because you got some piece of information that is immaterial. It doesn't change anything.
Look, I am first of all baked, but I'm also the exception to every rule. I am so convinced that I will either have the life I want or no life at all. So I live my life doing exactly what I want every day, and it's not going to stop in my relationships. I want them to be exactly what I want, or I'm out. There's no investment. There's no reason for me to be with somebody that is almost perfect. What's the point? Might as well be single.
Well, is that really better? It'd be better. Oh, okay. I disagree, but
For
I mean,
me.
That's your life, yeah.
For me, yeah.
It's your life, Habibi. Okay.
It's yes, Habibi, it is. But I'm just saying, people have like things like I don't understand why she obviously feels great shame for making out with that person.
Yeah.
So why is she carrying this around for the next 100 years? Like, girl, get it off your chest. Tell your partner. Let them.
Well, because
let them
the worry is
feel
probably
their
that if her
feelings.
partner finds out, it's going to be fucked for really no gain and no reason. Like, it's not like anybody's benefiting here.
Well, she sounds like she's really like, but look at her living with stress. Like, he's gonna find out. Why do you want to live with that stress for the rest of your life?
Well, it sounds like the stress is that her friend is going to fucking tell her husband. Otherwise, it seems like she's probably over it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, she doesn't say anywhere. She didn't say anywhere in here that she's like carrying this every day. Because if that was the case, then like, sure, then I could understand. But
it's interesting, you guys. My mom has this opinion. She's like, if you're married for that many years and you did it once, you don't need to tell your partners. But I'm like, I just want to know everything, so I can like confidently say like, yep, we know everything, good or bad, and like I'm gonna stay good or bad. But like, come on, like fucking puppies is intense. Cheating on your partner's intense. Like I know Destiny, you said earlier, like you don't care if your partners cheat on you.
But wait. That's a
You just said
super.
it.
That
You
is
just said
true.
it.
But I also said that's a super unique opinion, and I recognize that. This other opinion,
Okay,
though, I
fine.
don't think is necessarily ultra unique. I think that there are some thoughts or things that your partner could have or have done that like there's like literally no reason to tell the person like. Because it only hurts both parties and it doesn't even make anything better, and it might like fuck.
I think there's
everything
one
up.
thing though.
What?
I think there's one thing.
Oh, boy.
Imagine if the friend of the, was it wife or girlfriend?
Yep.
Something. Was really, really close with the boyfriend.
Okay.
And they knew about the lie. And if it would have come out later, I bet that the boyfriend would have been really upset about their friend seeing this and not telling them. So
Yeah, but that's not the
kinda-
case. That's not the case.
Yeah, but if that was the case,
If that was the case, then we'd be
talking.
talking about a different post. We wouldn't be having
Yeah.
this conversation. We'd be having a separate conversation.
Yeah, but I think that's the only thing that could make me change my mind of like, yeah, I can understand why that person would want to
Sure.
say
Or if
something,
the
because
husband,
other
or if the
people
husband
will.
directly asks the woman, because I think it's a big difference saying like, don't tell anybody about this versus like, you need to lie if you're confronted about it, which I think is different too.
Yeah.
I guess I just like have a really big transparency rule. So like my friends know not to introduce me to their like wives or husbands because I'll tell them I'm like your husband or your boyfriend's fucking someone else. I just hate it. Like it's so mean and cruel and I hate it. But like this girl kissed somebody. Oh my god, it's like not the end of the world, boo boo. Just tell your boyfriend so you guys can get over it. Or husband.
Well,
I
now
don't
it
know,
sounds
could
like
you
they're
im-
divorcing. So,
Oh really? The updates they're divorcing?
well, the update was she had to go to another house, and maybe they'll talk later about it. I don't know what it ended up with at the end of everything. But.
I'm just saying I can get over a lot. I see a lot of people get over a lot. They can get over the cheating, but lying is so hard it's hard for people like me at least.
I don't know if
Like
people.
if you're my category of person.
I don't know if a person on average can get over cheating. This is like a hot take, but I honestly think that like probably 95% of relationships where people cheat have to end because somebody is always going to be like looking or not trusting the other partner or worried about
Like
shit.
making out with someone? It's
Yeah.
like it's barely a crime.
Doesn't matter. I think that
It doesn't matter.
for a lot of
It's
people,
still
cheating is like
still
a-
a boundary.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
break.
shatter a
so-
glass in half, or you can shatter it into a million pieces, but it's still shattered. Like, and that trust once it's
No,
gone
that's true, that's
for
true.
cheating, like destroys people's minds. Like, yeah. I think a lot of people
yeah.
on the internet legitimately believe that like cheating on somebody is probably worse than violently raping them. Like, unironically, that's how people
Ooh.
feel. Unironically, I think a lot of people have that mindset that it's like literally one of the worst possible things that could ever happen is somebody like cheating on you.
I think it's both. I think it's the worst thing in the whole world, but also like, okay, so whatever, it's human, right? It's like very human. It just sucks, like emotionally, it really is painful, but it's also like super logical in a lot of ways. Like they're humans, they're horny, they're like, they go with the moment, they cheat, they're not even thinking about you. And so it's kind of like depressing too, because they're not even thinking about you. So you're like double whammy, you know?
Yeah.
Because maybe if they were thinking of you, maybe they wouldn't do it, or maybe they would do it. I don't know.
Maybe. I think the reason why cheating is so destructive to people's minds is because people, this is gonna sound really dumb, but people can't empathize with the cheater. And obviously for a lot of reasons they don't want to. And when people think of you as cheating, I think in the cheatee's mind, the person being cheated on, in their mind, what's happening is the other person isn't just horny or just trying to fuck somebody. They are literally saying, I don't care about you, I don't care about your feelings, I don't care about anything, and I'm gonna put another person above you and go have fun with them. I think that's why the person that's being cheated on has such a viscerally horrible reaction to being cheated on.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was cheated in a poly situation where I was like, just fuck anybody but that girl right there.
That sounds like the best girl that he probably had to fuck then.
Well, he did that, and then she took him to court for like a false rape accusation, and I had to get him out of it. So you know what I mean? Like, I already knew she was bad news because she had accused so many people in our community. But that's the irony, right?
Based.
It's like, I'm looking at people,
This
and I'm
girl
like, can't
sounds
you just make
amazing.
it
You need
better?
to hook me up with this girl's phone number. It sounds like a fun time.
She'll 100% love it. Give her any attention, she'll suck your dick in a second.
Fucking based.
But that's the thing is, like,
Show me your IG.
I wonder with people. Don't you wonder, like, why do they make these decisions? And then they make it worse by not just, like, being honest.
Well, they usually make this probably because they just get horny. They're like, oh, fuck it, I want to go fuck somebody or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it's more about the thing that you can't do something. I think
No, that's a woman brain take. I don't think it's about that. It's not like, ooh, I'm fucking my sister because it's so taboo. I think it's more just like, oh, I have a chance to fuck somebody and I'm a horny guy and I'll do it. I'm pretty sure it's comes down to that.
The lack of discipline is so unattractive.
Well, when it's a different world being in a guy's brain versus a girl's brain, okay? You don't understand.
Men can be disciplined. I've met them.
It may be in the fucking dungeon, okay? But when you're a woman,
No,
your entire life as a woman is turning down dick every single fucking second of your life.
Oh my god.
Okay?
Tell that,
and the
please,
first
I've been
25,
left on
30.
red. Stop it, I've been left on red.
Oh no. Oh god.
Don't act like I haven't been left on
We're
red.
making insults
Not every
here.
girl's getting it. I know you're.
If you give me your Tinder, I could have you 20 guys ready to fuck tonight. Do you deny that?
No.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Okay,
What
that's
about the
different.
ones-
Okay.
What about? Okay. That's the point. Oh, whatever. All right. That's all, kids. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for letting me come on.
Okay, be careful.
Love you both. Bye.
Hi. Is it really about discipline and being horny? I don't believe it.
I think it's about discipline. I think it's about being horny, and I think it's about opportunity. Never mind. All right, what do we want to do next?
Why do you always have to do that?
It's just it's a guy, it's a Coomer brain thing. I have the opportunity to bang, I think you would say, a lot of really hot women, but if an uggo drops into my lap, I'll still do it. I don't know why.
Wait,
that's just that's a guy brain. It's just the guy brain, Mel. You just can't understand it. Okay.
Wait, it's because wait, hold on. Wait, this is the Louis C.K. take, okay?
Is it?
Guys don't have judgment.
No, we do. Here,
They just want to spread their coom everywhere, to just more of them everywhere.
Close enough.
And it's for us to decide that's enough of you.
Okay.
That's why we have to think that we cannot fuck you. No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Give me one more thread. I need to play video games. Hold on. All right, here's a good one. I'm a 26-year-old male, and I'm part of a pretty big friend group. We live in a big city, so we like to go to concerts, sporting events, or nights out every weekend. Me and my high school boys and girls, I guess, are the core of the group, with others bringing in work colleagues or significant others. Our high school friend Jamie ended up introducing us 5 years ago to Caitlin, who is her friend at work. The past 5 years, Caitlin has been part of our group, also playing on our kickball team. Before people ask, no, I never considered her a friend. We were part of the same friend group. I'm good friends with Jamie, but me and Caitlin weren't close at all. We'd talk at bars or during kickball, but nothing beyond surface level. I always thought Caitlin was good looking and seemed fun, so one night I texted her and asked her out. She basically said she didn't want to mess with the friendship we had or the group dynamics, so it wasn't a good idea. I told her I understood, and I thought that would be the end of it. The next time we hung out, she was super weird. She was all up next to me all night long. Constantly trying to start conversation. Made me feel awkward, so I sort of stopped hanging out with the group for a few weeks to get some space. During this time, she texted me and snapped me a bunch asking where I was. I didn't show up to kickball for 2 weeks because I just didn't want to see her and I felt embarrassed. A few of my guys decided to just hang with me at my place for a few weekends instead of going out with the larger group. During this time, Caitlin told everyone in the group that I asked her out, and the reason I wasn't coming around was because I fuck zoned her. My girlfriends reached out asking if this was true. I said that I did ask her out, but me and her were literally never close to begin with. This caused a whole bunch of drama with some of my girlfriends giving me tons of shit over it. I told them that I just wanted some space and that my guys, not me, were the ones who decided to come hang out with me instead of the larger group for a few weeks. But since we are the fun ones in the group, I guess our lack of attendance was felt. I got over it a few weeks later, and last weekend I decided to go out to a baseball game. We all met up, including Jamie and Caitlin, and drank, then watched the game. We went bar hopping. After a while, I stayed sober and was a designated driver. At the end of the night, I was taking my guys home when Caitlin and Jamie hopped in the car and said they would like a ride home. I told them to get out of my car, and I wasn't giving them a ride home. They started arguing and asking why, and I said because Caitlin tried to make me look bad in front of the group for no reason, so they could call an Uber. They ended up getting out, but not before calling me an asshole. My guy friends are on my side. The girls in the group think that what I did was petty, but I wasn't about to go 20 minutes out of my way to drop off 2 girls who'd been shit-talking me for weeks. The friend group is split. Am I the asshole? What do you think, Milk? I think that based on what I've observed firsthand and secondhand, you have to be really careful when you're fucking in friend groups because it's very quick or very easy for friend groups to immediately fucking fall apart over stupid shit like this. Everybody's gonna do it, so it doesn't really, I would say like you shouldn't do it, but people are gonna do it no matter what. It's like saying don't fuck coworkers, but everybody's gonna do it. But like, yeah, if you start to do it or ask people out in friend groups, like just be warned that if shit doesn't go perfectly, or if somebody gets a little salty, that like there's a good chance that literally everything is gonna get ultra fucked in the friend group. So, rip.
Oh, people have to experience that. People are not gonna listen to what you're saying. They're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, but they'll do it anyways, even if they do fuck up.
Yeah.
People will keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, do you have one of those stories where you've done that?
No.
You do.
No, I
yes.
don't. I don't think so.
You don't think so? Or you fucked multiple people at workplace or something like that?
But like tore apart friend groups, like everybody.
No, it just made everything really dramatic.
The thing is, because it's not like I'm hiding anything. Like I'm a pretty horny dude. If somebody in a friend group wants to fuck, I'm probably gonna be okay with it. So it's not like a surprise if it happens in a friend group. Like, oh my god, these 2 people hooked up. So like, I think it's different. Other people maybe have gotten dramatic over weird shit, but I don't think it's because of me doing anything.
Do you think you get horny for people just because you don't know what they're like? Do you think that's where you get horny? Like,
Well, yeah, a little bit. It's like oh, cool, I wonder what this person's like. And then you try it, it's usually boring, but it's interesting the first time at least, right?
Because I feel like what you say most of the time is that everyone is really boring in bed.
Yeah, but you don't know until you try, right?
I guess. Keep being disappointed.
I wasn't with Chatterina. Woo yeah. Woo the fuck yeah. Woo yeah.
You wasn't? Is that what you said?
I was not.
I was not with Chatterina.
Yeah, I was.
You were not with Chatterina.
I was not disappointed with Chatterina.
Oh, I see. Wait, that's me actually. That's my name.
No.
My middle name.
It's your middle name.
It's my middle name, so it is me.
Really?
Chatterina.
Okay.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.